Kratos, the ghost of Sparta, the son of Zeus and the first mortal to kill a god. Born in the shadow of Sparta's glory, Kratos was destined for greatness, yet his path would be one of tragedy and fury, a journey that would echo through the annals of time. In a time of conflict, Kratos pledged allegiance to Ares, the god of war. Seeking power to crush his enemies, manipulated by the god, Kratos was driven to madness, slaughtering an entire village only to find his hands soaked in the blood of his wife and daughter. Cursed to have the ashes of his family fastened to his skin for all of eternity, Kratos vowed to get his revenge for the death of his wife and daughter with the blood of Ares. With the blades of chaos, chained weapons forged in the depths of Tartarus, blades that could set ablaze fires where fires cannot exist, Kratos tore through his adversaries with unrelenting fury. His journey led him to the desolate heights of Mount Olympus, where he faced off against Ares in a devastating battle that left the god defeated and Kratos the new god of war. But Kratos did not need that title to kill a god before. Kratos surpassed and killed the Furies, abstract beings born out of the blood of the Primordials. The Primordials were abstract personifications of concepts of existence. They embodied the ideas of space, time, power, life, death, destiny, fate, and their powers spawned beyond infinity and the dimensional bounds of the universe. The Furies were the embodiments and enforcers of oaths and will. They could enslave the most powerful beings, including the Titan god of the sky, Aegeon the Hecatonchires. The Furies existed in a realm beyond time, where they tortured the breakers of oath. Kratos was tortured there endlessly after breaking his vow with Ares. He was still far from godhood, let alone his true power, but was able to surpass and destroy the Furies in their full might. Kratos defeated the primordial Morpheus, the abstract personification of dreams and mind. Morpheus posed a threat to all of existence, and even used his power to force all of the gods of Olympus into a deep slumber. Kratos then used the power of Helios and his own power to eradicate the darkness of Morpheus from existence. Kratos bested Atlas in strength, the great Titan who is the personification of death itself and is cursed to forever hold up the earth, heavens, cosmos, underworld, and the pillars of the world themselves, each of which is infinite and immeasurable. Kratos decimated Hercules in battle, who himself had completed the 12 labors at the time of fighting Kratos, meaning that he had already held up the infinite cosmos upon his shoulders, giving him infinite strength. Hercules was wearing the Nemean Cestus gauntlets, which are said to increase one's strength astronomically, and yet he was no match for Kratos. Kratos reacts to the light of Helios like child's play. Helios' light, which is stated to have instantaneously filled the infinite underworld, was no match for Kratos. Kratos reacted to the speed of Hermes. Hermes froze the light of Helios in time without using much effort, and Kratos was able to catch him. The Sisters of Fate, abstract personifications of fate, time, and reality, were butchered by the ghost of Sparta. They control the fate of all things, including the gods, and exist in a dimension beyond time and space which manifests their power. Kratos destroyed the abstract personification of death itself, Thanatos, in his own realm. Thanatos existed before time. He is omnipresent throughout all time and controls death over all beings, including the gods. Thanatos was as strong as Uranus, the creator of all existence and all its concepts and infinite realities. Kratos eviscerated Kronos, the abstract personification of time and space. The son of the supreme creator Uranus, Kronos killed his father Uranus, who himself birthed all concepts of reality and the entire existence with a singular punch. This includes the heavens, earth, cosmos, and underworld, which are all stated to be infinite and immeasurable dimensional planes. Uranus, through the Isle of Creation, fashioned endless layers of hierarchy. And Kronos surpassed and killed Uranus, then took his throne as existence supreme being, yet was not able to kill Kratos. Kratos ripped the soul out of Hades in his realm of the underworld, whereas Hades couldn't even do the same to him. Hades possessed complete control over souls and the dead, and in his kingdom he held absolute dominion and unlimited power. Yet after falling into the river Styx, a weakened Kratos defeated Hades in his full might and took his power for himself. The underworld is stated to be immeasurable in power and bounds, and is only the manifestation of Hades' power. Kratos even killed Gaia, the mother of the Titans and the abstract personification of life's growth. She existed before time and comprehension itself, and is omniscient. Kratos butchered his father Zeus, the god of the gods, after making the sea god Poseidon beg for his life. Kronos surpassed his father Uranus, the supreme being of the universe, and at a very young age Zeus defeated and enslaved his father Kronos. He only grew immensely more powerful from there. Zeus created Olympus, an infinite sky realm that housed the gods. Olympus was blended into the fabric of existence, and reality could not exist without it. Zeus had complete dominion and unlimited power over the Greek existence. He controlled time, fate, life, and reality. He could erase any being under his domain with a thought. Zeus was blended into reality itself, so much so that if he were to die, existence would collapse. He erased all the Titans from existence and imprisoned them for eternity in Tartarus. The Titans' power level ranged from planetary to conceptual. Zeus, after ascending in an astral form, which made him invulnerable to all physical means and was amped by the abstract concepts of fear and evil itself, was still defeated by Kratos. Zeus's death destroyed all of existence and its hierarchies, and Kratos was able to tank it. Kratos was also able to defeat Thor, who was able to splinter the world tree Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil transcends infinity throughout the 9 realms and represents and transcends the space-time continuum throughout existence. Odin defeated and killed the supreme being of the Norse existence, Ymir. With his blood he created Midgard, an infinite realm. Odin was also able to splinter space-time and make a sliver into the higher plane of existence, a domain that connects all realities and transcends comprehension and concepts. The god of war possesses a great many abilities. He's a true immortal that has defeated death, defined it repeatedly, and owns abstract and conceptual manipulation, among many others.